They say that winter is the most wonderful time of the year. Well, newsflash, it's not. But I do have some gadgets that might just make it a little bit more easier to handle. Before we start this video, I want to give a super special shout out to the Toro company for supplying the tools needed to make this video. They've been such an awesome partner this winter season, and I really appreciate it. And I'm not the only one who appreciates it. Actually, my neighbors appreciate it too, because now they're getting their snow cleared. So over here we have the Toro Snowmaster, and over here we have the brand new Ariens Crossover 20. I'm not going to go too deep on the technical aspects of these two machines. I made a video if you guys want to check it out, up here or somewhere over here. But for now, let's see how they do in the field. I'm extremely impressed with how both of these machines started up right away. They get an A+, both of them, in my book. So right off the bat, I can tell you guys that these are both phenomenal machines. But there is something that concerns me with the Ariens. If you have an incline on your driveway, I definitely can't recommend it because it doesn't have any type of drivetrain system. And that can actually get dangerous when you go downhill because there's nothing that can stop the wheels. So if you have ice underneath your snow and you're going downhill, it can actually drag you along. I gotta admit, the Ariens is very well built and it's a very heavy machine for the size that it is. But that could become troublesome when you're going downhill because the weight of the machine mixed with the auger propelled system can drag you down the hill. And if there's ice under there, I mean, that's just a disaster waiting to happen. Overall, both of these machines did an awesome job at removing snow. If you take a look, the Ariens got a little bit closer to the ground because it has that auger propelled system where the auger scrapes the ground. And on the Toro, it has skid shoes, so you can adjust the skid shoes whether you want to get down to the ground or not. I personally used a piece of cardboard to measure it out. I didn't want the knife to be scraping the ground completely because I want to prolong the life of the machine. If I had a little two gripes with the machine, number one, if you take a look at the Ariens, if you saw my neighbor, because the Ariens scrapes the ground, if you don't know how to handle it properly, you could kind of get stuck. So he kind of had to wiggle it and move back and then push the machine forward. And that's kind of expected because there's going to be obstacles in the street or in the sidewalk. There'll be cracks and you'll get stuck in it. With the Toro, since this is my first time using the Snowmaster, I did have to adjust to it a little bit with the personal pace. It doesn't work exactly like a lawnmower. But once I got down how to drive it perfectly and how to keep my hands to minimize any kind of jerking that may happen, it worked like a dream. So when comparing both of these machines, if you look at the snow and how it throws it out of the chute, with the Toro, it throws the snow in this almost bullet-like motion where the snow is compacted and spit out exactly as it is. And I think this is part because it is based off a single-stage snowblower. So the snow goes into the auger and it shoots it out directly. And if you take a look at the Ariens, since it's a two-stage blower, it goes through the auger and then into the rotor and then out of the chute. So there's a lot more movement that's happening. So I feel like the snow breaks up a little bit more and it breaks it down more fine. But it definitely does a good job throwing it. So looking at the chute controls on both of these machines, I gotta say the Toro is definitely better when it comes to ease of use because it has the Toro quick stick feature where you can just kind of control it with your hand. And when you're snow blowing and snow's blowing everywhere and you come to the end of the pass, I mean, that's the best feature ever. When it comes to the Ariens, it has the manual chute control, which actually is not too bad, and it's definitely built with high quality materials. When it comes to the propelled system on both machines, they're different. With the Toro, you have the personal pace system, which is a self-propelled system. And how it works is you hold the handlebars, and when you push it, it pulls you forward. And then on the Ariens, we have a auger propelled system. So when you lower the machine down to the ground, the auger scrapes the ground and it pulls you forward. If you guys enjoyed my content, make sure you hit that like button and drop a comment below and tell me your weapon of choice during these winter snowstorms. And with that, this is George from Princess Cuts. Peace.